I just feel like in this moment of life, right now, I'm thriving. The food is so good here. I'm free, what the F? What else can I order?
Movies, massages, and free food. Friends, I have officially peaked.
I finished up my travels in Guizhou yesterday, and when I realized that Chongqing was only a 2-hour train from Guiyang, I was on that train faster than you can say, oh my god, take my money. I haven't been to Chongqing in years, but it left a really strong impression on me last time I was here. This sprawling city metropolis with building on top of building on top of building. The winding roads, the yellow taxis that always seem to drive a little bit too fast, the smell of hot pot that's always in the air, the bridges, especially those striking orange ones. The trains, like the one you see behind me here with the most amazing overground views. I particularly like the trains that go through buildings. The construction that never seems to stop. The stairs, the multi-levels that is this city. The things happening all around you at all times. In most cities, you just look left and right to appreciate the scenery, but here in Chongqing, it's a 3D, 360-degree experience with things happening at every single angle around you. And talking of 360 degrees, I can't think of a better time to introduce the sponsor of this video, which is of course the Insta360 One X2. So this here is a 360-degree camera that works by combining the images from these two cameras on either side and forming it into a 360-degree field of view, which makes it possible to actually reframe the shot after you filmed it. You can literally just put this on a stick, press record, walk around, and then decide later how you frame the shot. And because this camera is 360 degrees, it can perform magic, like literally. It can make things disappear. Well, when I say things disappear, I mean one thing in particular, and that is the selfie stick. No more selfie stick in your videos, which means you can get those really interesting angles.
It also has a horizon lock feature, which means no matter how you move the camera, it'll stay in one direction, which results in buttery smooth hyperlapses like this one I took in Guiyang a few days ago.
So we're going to be using the Insta360 One X2 to explore Chongqing and of course eat a lot of food along the way. I actually want to give myself a challenge today to see how far and how much I can eat today in Chongqing for not 100 but 50 renminbi. That's 10 Australian dollars, 8 American dollars and 7 euros. Quite a challenge, but I think we can do it. Let's go. I think it's this area here near Xiaoshizi that gives me most that feeling of a 3D 360-degree city. There are so many levels, so many stairways, up there, down here, wires passing overhead. And then around this corner is my favorite building in Chongqing, this one here. It's called the Raffles Building. And it's just so, I don't know, quirky, weird, cyberpunk. I've worked up quite an appetite after all of those stairs and hills, and I have made my way to my first food stop of the day. Oh my god, so much sweat. And this place serves Chongqing xiaomian.
Translated as Chongqing small noodle, it's the quintessential noodle dish of Chongqing. It's spicy, it's flavorful, and there are also many, many varieties of it. My favorite version is wanza mian, which features soft and mushy yellow peas as well as ground pork.
And I'm not gonna lie, a large part of the reason I wanted to come to Chongqing was to just gorge myself on all of the xiaomian. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do this morning. This place is super popular. People just kind of come and sit and eat it on the side of the road or wherever they can find a space. And the restaurant actually provides these little seating pads here. Who needs tables when you've got a makeshift table just on the side of the road here?
来一碗那个碗仔面，干巴碗仔面。
好，辣椒是
可以，没问题。
好15。
So that's our first bite out of our 50 renminbi budget.
So he's adding all of those spices and sauces and delicious things that are gonna make this so delicious. Oh, look at that bowl of juice. Doesn't that look freaking amazing?
The noodles are then plopped unceremoniously on top of this sauce puddle.
Gonna get a big spoonful of those peas and it's gonna be topped with delicious minced meat.
是我的吗？
对，
谢谢。
多搅拌。
Oh, oh my god, look how good this looks. Let's go find us a seat on the curb.
来，
谢谢。
多搅拌。
我会的。
Let's do this. Eating on the side of the road, this is like the definition of street food. and everyone keeps telling me, make sure you mix it, make sure you mix it. Of course, I'm no newbie. I've definitely had these noodles before. These are like, at the moment, like my favorite noodles ever. You gotta mix it. So all of that meat and those peas and the chili and the sauces all combine. Oh, look how much chili in this. Oh my God, I'm salivating. Oh, spicy. Very spicy. It hits you right away, actually. But so tasty, so salty. And those noodles are like slightly al dente, so they've got a bit of bite to them as well. And you can see they're not like super thick. They're neither thick nor thin. They're kind of like small. Not only are these noodles very spicy, they're very mouth-numbing, but the mouth-numbing takes like 2 or 3 minutes to kick in. So I've been kind of digging into this for the last little bit, and my mouth is just tingling. There's a party in my mouth. Chongqing, much like Sichuan, is famous for that numbing spice, with a lot of Sichuan peppercorn, a lot of peppercorn powder. And the further you get to the bottom, where all those chili juices are, the spicier it gets. I have this dish all the time in Beijing, but it is never as spicy as this. Probably because Beijingers can't really handle their spice like Chongqing people can. The food in Chongqing is seriously spicy. I guess it really does wake you up, which is probably why this is such a popular breakfast food here in Chongqing. Very successful breakfast. That is 15 renminbi out of my budget. That's $3. Pretty good value for a massive bowl of noodles. Feeling very satisfied. But you know what? Actually not 100% satisfied, because for me, when I have Chongqing xiaomian, I always have to have something after it, something to go with it. And that's what I'm about to go and get myself now. Let's get back onto speed mode. So my next food stop is just around the corner, but since I've just passed like the landmark of Chongqing, I've just thought I'd stop and catch my breath a bit. I am sweating, man. It's only just March and it is already sweltering here. It's 30 degrees. Beijing right now is still like -5. I don't know how this is happening. We are in Jiefengbei CBD, and this is like the central business district of Chongqing. This is, you know, where you'll find all the Starbucks, all of the malls. Anyway, let's get cracking. So I've arrived at Baiyilu Xiaochijie. It's basically a street food in the middle of the CBD district of Chongqing.
The street itself isn't super long, but along the street you can find several street food halls with every and any street food you can think of.
It's absolutely popping at night. It's a bit empty now because I'm still here at 10:30 a.m. But that won't stop me from getting what I need, what I desire, what I crave in this moment, which is of course a bingfen. So Chongqing is right next to Sichuan, which also has bingfen. This area all has bingfen. Guizhou just had bingfen. Apparently now I only go to places that have bingfen. But here in Chongqing and here on this street, they have a very famous branch of bingfen, and it's a little bit different from the bingfen I've had before. And here it is. Oh my God, look how delicious and jam-packed full of ingredients these bingfen look. So this place is famous for Meigui Ciba bingfen. So Meigui is rose, Ciba.
It's a topping made from sticky rice.
And it's quite famous here in Chongqing. It's in a lot of things. So here in Chongqing, they don't even ask. They start with the base of ice. Sometimes in other places, they'll ask you first. Ooh. 是玫瑰红糖吗?
对的.
Okay, so this is a syrup that's rose flavored. And then we're going in with the toppings.
And there are some bingfen toppings here in Chongqing I've never come across before, like this one here.
这个是什么?
这是凉虾，
凉
虾，糯米做的。
This bingfen cost me 10 renminbi, which means we've spent half our budget.
Wow, I have had a lot of bingfen in my life. That is probably an understatement. I have had probably over 1,000 bingfen in my life, but this is the most beautiful of them all. This is art. I almost don't want to eat it because it's so beautiful. It's got so many delicious toppings on the top there, all different colors. Like, also some toppings that I haven't seen on a bingfen before, like this thing in the middle here that look kind of like noodles. Let's just have a little bite of some noodle. Oh, kind of like it's not very chewy. It's more like a jelly in the shape of a noodle. Very, very interesting. Ready? Loving the distribution of the ingredients.
So far, this is shaping up to be a very memorable bingfen. Let's see if the taste is any good. I like it because it's not over the top rose flavor. I'm not the biggest fan of like rose flavored lollies or rose flavored sweets. And I like that this is just a very subtle hint of rose, but you still can definitely taste the original kind of flavor of the homtong. Basically, it's just a bingfen with like a prettier outfit. This is like a sexy bingfen, you know? Oh my God, I've just seen the most ridiculous thing in my life. This guy is walking his pet robot dog. 这是什么东西？
这是狗。
Okay. Another thing you'll see a lot here in Chongqing are these guys that walk around with these sticks. They're basically one-man band movers. They're called bang bang men, and they basically take their stick, which is known as a bangzi, and they can lift incredibly heavy loads. 你能跳多重的东西？
一个
啊。
跳到2倍斤。
The Bang Bang Men are a product of Chongqing's hilly geography, and they've been transporting goods up and down the steep city streets since ancient times. Even though Chongqing has since modernized with cars and trucks to transport cargo, Bang Bang Men are still used by those who want literally anything carried anywhere. So you can basically go up to one of them, pay them some money, and they'll basically just like take anything that you need anywhere. So I've spent half of my allocated food budget for today. I've spent 25 renminbi, and I'm feeling pretty full after that massive bowl of noodles, also that massive bingfen. So I don't think I need to eat for a few hours. So that gives me some time to experience this, something I've really been wanting to check out here in Chongqing. It's called Jinsi Yinxiang, and you are not going to believe what this is. What this basically is, I'm a big fan of this concept. It is a massage cinema. So everyone can have their own private room, and you basically sit on these big chairs and you can order anything you want from this menu. Everything is absolutely free. They've got a selection of cold drinks, hot drinks. They've also got food here. They've got stuff with rice, they've got soups, they've got teas, they've got pastries, they've got snacks, and it's all free. And I know what you're thinking, oh Amy, aren't you doing that whole 50 renminbi one day thing? Well, that's actually a food budget, and massage and cinema, that's obviously under the entertainment category. And the fact that it throws in food for free is just a bonus. So I'm claiming it. So they've got a menu here of massage services, and this is the only part that you really pay for. So I've gone for the 169 renminbi for 90-minute massage. The bottom half of my chair has been turned into a little bath, and I'm preparing for my massage while my movie has just started. I'm watching June. I'm not gonna keep filming that because I don't want to be done for copyright. And yeah, basically I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy the experience. My 90-minute massage is over. That was absolute bliss. And now I'm gonna order some lunch. Let's see what the waiter recommends. I'm gonna press this little bell. You press the button and they come to your room in literally like 10 seconds. 亲近。哎，你好，吃的东西有什么推荐？
吃的嘛，
啊，
你是要吃什么？饭还是面之类的？
面有吗？
有面，酸辣粉有。
来一份酸辣粉吧。And now that my massage is over, I don't have to like leave straight away. I could stay here all day if I liked. So I'm gonna finish this movie, I'm gonna have my lunch, I might watch another movie, and then just relax a bit. Oh, Chongqing, I love you. Whoa. Wow, look what we've got here. We've got a little cute plate of dumplings and my suanlafen, a Chongqing specialty. This is super exciting because I was wanting to try suanlafen while I'm here in Chongqing. It's a Chongqing specialty, and I honestly never thought I would try it for the first time here in Chongqing in a massage parlor while watching a movie. But I wouldn't have it any other way, frankly, right at this point. So suanlafen means sour, spicy noodles. Good for a massage joint, I'll tell you that. It's got good flavor. How cute is this little plate of dumplings? 4 dumplings with a little bit of chili oil here. Let's try. Oh, chili sauce is hot. Woo, the food is so good here. And it's free, what the F? What else can I order? 可以再点一份那个汤圆吗？可以。还有一份那个酸梅冻。谢谢。Pause the movie because dessert has arrived.
So here we have tongyuan, which are glutinous rice balls, usually eaten around the Lantern Festival here in China. But you know what? They're also good for everyday eating too. You see here, this glutinous rice ball. So soft. And this one has a filling of black sesame. Yum. Oh yeah. And to really put the cherry on the cake that has been this amazing massage, movie, and free food experience, I've ordered myself a jelly. A plum jelly. Yum. Also good. I just feel like in this moment of life, right now, I'm thriving.
But all good things must come to an end, I tell you. If it wasn't for the fact I had to finish this video, you bet I would have stayed all day.
I think leaving this room is one of the hardest things I've ever had to do.
The things I do for you guys. I guess this would be a good time to ask you all to hit that subscribe button so I can keep making fun videos like this.
Well, that was just pure bliss, wasn't it? And a great way to spend 3 or 4 hours. I watched 2 movies. I had a lot of food. So I'm not ready to eat just yet. I think I want to go for a little bit of a walk, stretch my legs.
And I know the perfect place.
I have arrived at Chongqing, which basically means Mountain City Alley. And it's basically this mountain walk in the middle of the city. Absolutely loving this city mountain concept. Honestly, only in Chongqing. Only in Chongqing, a place with so many hills and levels, and it's like a vertical city. Look at how many floors I've climbed, 37. That is definitely above normal. I feel like I just keep walking upstairs all the time here in Chongqing.
Ooh. Rice sponge cake sounds fabulous. Whoa. 你好。
这是传统味道，这就是大米做的，没有任何添加剂的。
来一个圆的，一个三角形的。
So the round ones are filled with various fillings, while the triangle ones are unfilled.
来一个红豆嘛，吃红色的很多。
好。
Oh, I'm very excited about this. This is a special little Chongqing delight that we have found on top of the mountain here. It's called a Noodle, and apparently it's made from rice, and it contains no artificial ingredients, which I don't really care about as long as it's tasty, to be honest. I'm trying to make sense of it. It doesn't have a whole lot of flavor. The texture is like, it is ricey, but it's not like glutinous-y. I feel like it's kind of in that halfway stage between rice and like a glutinous kind of mix. It's not offensive, it's neither good nor bad. It's just something that I don't think in today's meal and today's eating experience it would stand out to me. But, you know, let's try its cousin here, the grilled cheese looking thing. Oh, I like this one better. It's crunchy on the outside and it brings out the sweetness a bit more. Okay, let's keep walking.
So here I am at my last food stop for the day, and it's something called Tohua.
I really wanted to come try this because I've had sweet Tohua, I've had salty Tohua, but I've never had spicy Tohua, and that's what it seems to be here in Chongqing.
And for anyone new to my channel or China, Tohua is basically tofu pudding.
And I know I only have 19 renminbi in my budget left to play with, but don't worry, this is really, really cheap. Check this price list out.
So a bowl of Tohua is going to be 6 renminbi, and then you've got all of these side dishes that are also super cheap. So the idea is you get your Tohua and you get your side dishes and you kind of eat it all together. So obviously gonna get myself the Tohua. And then
豆花加米饭7元。
加米饭，然后加2个配菜可以吗？
可以啊。
我来一份茄子，然后那个
凉黄瓜。
哦好，凉黄瓜吧。
豆花吃青椒的还是红椒的？调料啊？
有什么区别？
青椒的不辣。
我要辣的。
要辣的。
辣的。
Here are the 2 sauces you can get. Spicy, and this one is not spicy. Of course I'm going for spicy.
Let me just do some quick calculations here. So we started with Chongqing xiaomian, 15 renminbi. Then we got a bingfen, 10 renminbi. Then we got some snacks on the mountain, 6 renminbi. And now we've got a bowl of Tohua, that's 6 plus 1 plus 10 equals, oh great, okay, we're at 48. We are under budget, 2 renminbi under budget. Yippee-ki-yay.
So I've been instructed to eat this tofu pudding by dipping it in the chili sauce rather than pouring the chili sauce on top.
It's gonna be spicy. Oh, yum. Oh, it's got so much flavor. That sauce is like super salty. That tofu is really interesting. It's got like a slight smokiness to it actually. Goes so well with the saltiness of that chili sauce. And I love the texture of this tofu. It's not just that kind that just falls apart in your mouth straight away. You have to bite it, not a whole lot, but just a little bit. And I like that texture. Oh. Man, that chili sauce is so freaking good. I could just demolish this plate of tofu just with that chili sauce. But let me see what it tastes like to have the tofu with some of these side dishes, because that's what you also can do. Get a nice juicy piece of eggplant, a little bit of tofu, and I can actually pick that tofu up with my chopstick. It's not too soft. I feel like I made a great choice with this eggplant, because eggplant just is so good at sucking up all the oil and flavors and the chili, and then it just kind of transfers anything that it's touched into your mouth. Oh, this is f***ing good. Let's try some of this cucumber. One of my favorite things to have on a hot day. Oh, just so refreshing. Super salty and garlicky. A little bit of vinegar in that. I don't know why, but I really like having this with rice. Yep, 10 out of 10. Cannot fault this dish. There's nothing about it that I don't like. I like every single thing. And every bite brings a new sensation. I can have a bit of tofu with a bit of eggplant, or a bit of tofu with a bit of cucumber, or with rice, or just the tofu with the chili sauce. I can even put a little bit of everything together in my mouth at once. Look at my chopstick skills there, all at the same time. Yeah. I think this is actually my favorite thing that I've had today. And you know that feeling when you try something new and you love it, and it feels like you've like found out something, like, oh, now I have something else that I really love to eat. So I love that feeling, and I'm feeling it right now. So to answer the question I asked myself at the beginning of today, can I eat for a whole day in Chongqing for under 15 renminbi? The answer is yes, especially if you take yourself to a special massage and watch a movie and you get all the free food too. That definitely does not hurt. But yeah, I have eaten like a queen today here in Chongqing, and it has been an amazing day. I am completely exhausted. All of those stairs and hills and walking has really taken it out of me. So I'm actually thinking I'm gonna take myself back to the movie massage theater for round 2. Don't hate me, because you ain't me. Anyway, thank you so much to the Insta360 One X2 for sponsoring this video, and I'm sure it's really gonna bring this video to life. I can't wait to see what the footage looks like from today. And if you're interested in learning more about this or getting one for yourself, you can check out the link in my description for all the details and maybe even a little deal. And yeah, if you thought the foods that I had today were spicy, wait till next video, because I'm actually gonna be trying the spiciest foods here in Chongqing. So bad. Yeah, I'm a little bit scared for my stomach, to be honest. So make sure you tune in next week to check it out. Yeah, until then, bye. Bye.